Hey, what's going on, guys? G1X here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Commando Wars Air Raid. Now, bringing in his G1, so you can kind of see those two side by side. They did a really nice job with an updated version of this guy. You can see some nice paint applications. Man, they went all out on those paint applications. This guy is probably my favorite as far as the aerial bot so far. You can see some nice paint applications here on the tail fins as well. I'm just going to call them tail fins. I'm not really exactly sure the correct aviation name for them, but you can see some nice paint here as well to kind of show and represent the arm. Unfortunately, with this guy though, no landing gears, so that's something that I like. I know it's a little silly because you can see that there's so much of him right here that he can just sit there and he doesn't need landing gear, but it's just cool to have. The G1 had it. I'd kind of like it, but anyways, it doesn't take away from the figure. As far as adding this little extra stuff to him to mount him up a little bit, you can obviously put that up there, and it's kind of G2ish, Starscream and Ramjet kind of looking with those cannons up there. You could also do the gun here, which looks a little silly as well, or you could put one on, let's see, each of these wings, which I'm not going to do that for mine, but still a little silly. But if you're a kid, I could see you definitely doing that. So I know there are some kids probably going to watch this, and parents as well. So you can put that up there. Another cool thing with this jet, and why I kind of like him above the others, the other ones you just kind of have the stationary wings. This guy, if you've ever seen Top Gun, the jet where they're out like this, and then whenever they want to increase speed or whatever, then while I was transforming this guy the first time, I was like singing Danger Zone to myself. So very cool jet. I got really excited, probably a little too excited about it, but looks very nice. As far as the paint applications go, you can see that there's no bleeding. That's something that I kind of bring up in all my videos, just because I hate when you have red and then like a silver right here, and then the red kind of gets into the silver. It just makes it look ugly, or the orange or whatever. You can see, again, no bleeding. So everything looks straight, nice, nice Tempographed Autobot logos there as well. So, and again, no bleeding, very nice looking. And this is kind of a soft, rubbery plastic. So first thing that we're going to do is get this guy into his foot mode. We'll just go with that one first because it's the easiest. Go ahead and extend this and set that off to the side. What we're going to do here is take these wings and you're going to pull these back, just because you have this tab that's kind of tabbed into the arm here. So bring those back. This section here, you pull this and you have these two tabs, and there's these two holes right there. And that's going to just fit just like so. Then with this section here, you can go ahead and fold these up. This will fold up. And you don't have to take the legs completely apart. Just kind of bend them forward. Rotate that around. And slide the head in there, and then you can kind of push those legs back there. So no reason to take the legs completely apart. And then you could do it the way Hasbro tells you that, hey, this is the way it's supposed to be as far as the leg. Or you can do it the way that I think looks best. This guy actually looks pretty decent in leg and also in his arm mode. So you could go either one with this guy. But for the moment, I have him as leg. But trying to put everything kind of back so you can kind of see, bring all this back around. And obviously that head, would spin back around. But let's say that he's perfectly back into a jet. Let's get him into his robot mode. So we're going to come back with this section here, come back with these, go ahead and come back with this, just like he was in leg mode. So you can go directly from that. The next step would be lifting the arms, just because there is a, where is it at? There, yeah, there's a little notch right there, and then there's like the pegs right here. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. Alright, so you got the arms done, and just leave those like so. With the legs, you can just pull out here and pop this out. If you kind of move these wings out of the way, it probably helps. Pop those out. These are connected. You can go ahead and disconnect those. Swing these around. You can see that this was kind of accordioned in there. swing this out. And when you swing it out, sometimes this little notch will want to kind of face, out. What you want to do is have it facing where the hole. This is going to the foot, and this hole is pointing to the back. That's because this section is going to plug into that hole and make that secure. So do the same with this one. You see how this little latch, or this little block right here, is pointing to the back of the leg. You want that to point down to the foot. Do it like so, and then you can connect that in there and make that secure. There you have the legs. Come around with the face, and there you have air raid, and or you can fix these wings. Looks pretty sweet. I do like him. It's my favorite. Well, we don't have slingshot or whatever they're calling this, but yeah, this guy is pretty nice looking. Gonna get a nice little look at him, and I'll transform the G1 for you. Very simple transformation. Put the landing gear up. Pull there. And also, having this guy and doing a little side-by-side comparison made me realize how not white I thought mine was. I thought mine was a lot, but it was, pretty white. I didn't think it was very yellow, but looking at this guy, it looks dirty. But you can see that there is some silver here at the top. They kind of did that with a different color. It's a kind of a bluish color, kind of a bluish silver. It looks really nice. The silver in the face. Then you have, the orange here on the side, so some nice paint detail on the arms there. Some paint detail in the chest and at the waist to represent the stickers right here, in the knees and the feet, knees, feet. So very nicely done. It's not all exact the same color, but I think they did a really good job with him. Also, you see the Tampercraft Autobot logo here on the right shoulder. Give you guys a little 360 of him. But as far as articulation, we'll cover that real quick. The head does go kind of side to side a little bit, not as much. I haven't seen anyone do it as much as Off-Road. He has kind of the best head joint. But it does rotate. It does go up and down a little bit there. The shoulders, they can go out this much. They can rotate 360 degrees, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow 90 degrees, nothing in the wrist. The waist does rotate 360 degrees, go front, back, all the way out, rotate here at the thigh cut, and bend 90 degrees at the knee. So, yeah, really nice little guy. That'll focus. I feel like I'm having some problems like focusing my camera. Or maybe it's this light. I wonder if that's better. Maybe. Alright, I was trying with a new light off to the side, but I think this kind of looks better, so we'll stick with this. But anyways, to go into his arm mode, going to flip the head around, come down with this. This is all going to stay the way it is. The legs, they are just going to plug together, spin out, and this is if it was going to be, the left arm, and that way they would bend like so. With the arms, you're just going to come all the way back, and you see this little notch right there. There is a peg right there, so make sure that's out, and they're going to come down just 90 degrees and slide over that peg so it locks that arm into place. I like this much better than what they have with some of the stuff to where it's just kind of like laying over the back or something. This actually locks into place, so it's a little bit more secure. Plus, you don't see the fist. This is just, you see some nice paint. So this would be a really good arm, I think. Again, 90 degrees. Pop that into place. Get the hand out. And there you have the left arm, or you could do it the opposite way for the right arm. So you're going to have the bend right here. You're going to have the rotation right here. You're going to have the rotation here, the bend up here at the waist, and then you're going to have the bend at the knee. These don't seem to... be together. But yeah, you'll have the bend at the knee as well, and then the rotation in the hand, obviously. All right, so we'll go back to his jet mode. We'll just bring these back down and around. Go ahead and unpeg the arms. Come back with the head. Leave that facing the back. And we'll just kind of leave these arms out because they're kind of the last thing here. So the first thing that we're going to do is take these legs, separate right here. And if you remember, we're going to accordion these in. And just leave those facing down again, just like we did in the robot mode. You're going to do it in his flight mode as well. And then when you come down with this, you can see that these little pegs are going to fit in those notches. And so now all that is fit and secure. Now with the arms, you're going to come down. And you can see that there is the peg right here, or maybe you can see it like that. That's going to fit right there in that part of the arm. So now the arms are secure, they're locked in. Or I guess we can come down with this first. And then it makes it a little bit easier to come down with this. Then these wings will just go back and forth however you want. Lock that into place, and you have him back in his jet mode, and just looks quite awesome. I like this guy a lot. He's my favorite as far as the aerial bots, I think now. Alpha Bravo was, but I like this guy much better. So anyways, there's a kind of a quick look at him and all the different transformations. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.